Good day and welcome to another broadcast of Venture Capital Fund. In the event that you're joining me for the first time, do permit me to introduce myself. My name is Gary Thompson. I'm a business development consultant by profession. I'm a humanitarian by nature, and I'm the multiple best-selling author for several books, including Manager's Toolkit and Billionaire Quotes. Now, this program comes to you with the kind compliments of Venture Capital Fund, Venture Capital Inc., and Global Branding and Marketing. And today we're going to be embarking on the continuation of our discussion relating to market research and the importance of market research. Now, today what I want us to look at is 5 reasons why market research is so important. And while it is important, I know it's very cost effective. It's very cost intensive, it's capital intensive to do market research. But when you understand the reason, you will understand why you should do this in starting your business, in growing and scaling your business. What I will also talk about is to point you in the direction that is a way of doing smart business and can help you get past what you see as the financial barrier to market research. Now, one of the first concepts that I want us to look at on today's topic, titled 4 Reasons Why Market Research is So Important. The first thing that I want you to recognize is that market research and market intelligence is the foundation of any business. And you often hear people talk about that your house should be built on a solid foundation. And if your house is not built on a solid foundation, what is likely to happen? If your house is not built on a solid foundation, it is likely to collapse. The same principle applies. If your business is being built and you don't have the critical market intelligence as relates to who is your target market, what are their lifestyle and culture and social class, what is the size of your market, the density of your market, the dispersion of your market, what competition exists in the market, how can you differentiate your products from your competition and still maintain relevance to your target market? How can you find niche in the market? So your market research gives you all of this and so much more. And this is the foundation of doing any form of business. And when you negate the responsibility to get these kinds of information, it's literally shooting yourself in both legs, not one leg, both legs, which means that you're almost making yourself a cripple. And that's not something that you want to do in business. Now, I know that doing this is going to be capital intensive, but stick with me. I will tell you smart ways in which you can get past the barrier that you're seeing to market research. Now, the second thing that I want to talk about here is that market research enables you to develop a strong value proposition. Now, your value proposition is not something that you sit down and just come up with a value proposition. Your value proposition, your brand intention value traits must have 101% relevance to your target market. Again, if you're not doing the market research, your brand will not, your value proposition will not have the kind of relevance that it can have to make the strongest impact on your demographic, on your target market, on the specific target audience. So the research process is also relevant in this case. It's essential. It's 1-0. You should not skip over this and just start a business because you just have a business idea. There's a difference between doing a hustle and doing a business. And yes, I embrace doing a hustle, but when you want to do business, it's about getting a little bit more skin in the game, all right? To be able to scale your business, your brand, your idea with local, regional, and international relevance. And help is here. So stick with me. I'll be giving you a lot of information in terms of the help that it's on its way to really help you develop your business in the most strategic way. Now, the third reason why you need to do your market research, it is because market research enables you to predetermine authentic and accurate business financial. Now, one of the things that you need to do in business is to predetermine the potential of the market to cash flow. Now, this is what a lot of, people may do. Young entrepreneurs may do this. Sometimes consultants may do this because you don't have the capital to pay them to go do the primary research. But what they do, they give you speculative data in terms of the market potential to cash flow. And you don't want speculative data. You want perhaps some secondary based data and primary data to really inform your marketing and business decision in terms of the business potential to cash flow. Now, when you approach a venture capitalist, and we are soon to be telling you more about what we are doing as venture capitalists, you need to ensure that you have your statistics in terms of your financial rights, because this is a critical area that is going to influence any venture capitalist decision to come on board with you. If you do not understand your financials based on accurate and authentic market realities, you most likely will not get the support that you need from a venture capitalist. So these are very, very important reasons why you need to do your market research, why you need to work with a specialist to help you navigate this process. Outside of that, you're doing a hustle, but you're doing a hustle while you're constantly shooting yourself in both legs. And this is not how you want to position yourself to build your business, your brand, your ideas with local, regional, and international relevance. This is not how you want to do it. All right, there are smarter, better ways of doing it. And at Global Branding and Marketing, a venture capital fund, venture capital, Inc., we have a team of PFAs, professional financial advisors, and personal financial advisors, accountants, economists, and business consultants. And soon we'll have a legal team together with a combined knowledge of over 75 years to do everything that we can practically do to ensure that you can scale your business, your ideas, your brand with local, regional, and international relevance. The beauty of working with us is that we will not only be giving you the mentorship and coaching and the technical support, we will get skin in the game with you, meaning that anything that we're going to be training you and exposing you to, we will literally be working with you, all right, collaborating with you to ensure, see you to the end, see your project to the end. So that's the kind of support that you will be having with us. You see, the average company might take your money for the consultancy, give you the information, you go out there and fish. What we will do, we will be out there fishing with you. And we will be out there getting our skin in the game. We will be out there rolling up our sleeves, and sharing in your experience and giving you on the spot advice as to what you should tweak, what you should up level to make stronger impact in that market. All right, so far we have looked at 3 reasons why you need the market research, and the 3 reasons that we have looked at is 1, market research and market intelligence is the foundation of any business. If you're smart, you would agree with this. Secondly, we look at market research enable you to develop a strong value proposition. You need information about your target market in order to develop that value proposition. That value proposition must be relevant to the specific target market. And last, we looked at Market research enables you to predetermine authentic and accurate business financials. And you need to know this when you're talking to any financial institution, whether the commercial financial sector, the investment financial sector, accredited investors, you need these kinds of information. Now, the fourth reason is what we're going to say, research can give you a stronger position in the market. Why can research give you a stronger position in the market? Because from the research, you will be able to determine where the gaps are. You will be able to determine unfulfilled needs in that market. You will be able to identify niches in that market. And that will allow you to innovate new products and new services to go meet those needs. So you build your value proposition around those new information that you're finding. And that definitely will give you a stronger position in the market because you research the market, you know the market, you build your brand and your products and services that are completely relevant to the needs, wants, and expectations of the demographic that you have been speaking to. And you need these kind of information. I can give you a ton of reasons why you need to do your market research. Small, medium, and large scale businesses, you need these kinds of information. All right, more so small, medium-sized businesses, because I do believe that a lot of the big businesses are doing what they need to do to get the information, and that's why they're going to continue to have a strong position in the market. All right, now the fifth reason is what we're going to say, market research give you more opportunity to own success in business, to own. Yeah, market research gives you more opportunity to own success in business. All right. The information really allows you to make informed and educated decision. You know, right research could say, okay, the demand for this is immediate. They have the demographic has the disposable income to invest in it, and they have it now. So that from the time you start, because you do your research, you find out niche in the market, you find out opportunity in the market, you start the brand, and because you may not have many other players in the market, you start and you become an instant success. These are all possibilities in the market realities. But if you're not doing the research, you don't know exactly how to capitalize on this. Now, you have the 5 reasons, and what I want to do, I want to give you some ideas as to how to navigate the cost associated with this, because in my previous broadcast, I did say that doing a quota sampling of about 50,000 persons, it might cost you about $250,000 US, and that in GYD is a whole lot of money. And it's about 50 million GYD. And we are certain, absolutely certain, that the average company don't have that kind of disposable income to put into research. They don't have that kind of capital to put into their business startup, much less to put into, you know, research. We are fully aware of all this. But what if I say to you that there's a company out there that is willing to do this research for you, but in doing this research for you, they are also willing to discuss joint venture partnership. Joint venture partnership. And what they're going to be bringing to you in terms of scaling your business, your idea, your brand with local, regional, and international relevance is going to be able to scale your operation in a much shorter period of time. And most likely in your lifetime, you would not be able to do it, because the reality, you're going to be struggling for years in business. So I'm saying to you that, one, there's such company. If you need to know more, reach out to us at Global Branding and Marketing, reach out to us at Venture Capital Inc., Venture Capital Fund, and we'll talk to you about this. Now, the reality is, again, is that if you decide to do this, me, myself, and I, you're going to struggle for a long time. And I know that many of you understand what that struggle is. All right. So it makes sense to start thinking about building healthy working relationship with strategic partners that can really help to take your vision and breathe life into it. All right. This is how many companies in the developed world operate because they recognize that the professional singers, they have an excellent talent, but they don't have visibility. They don't have the capital to invest in themselves. You know, fashion designers, creative personnel. You have specialized companies that takes them under their belt and scale them and manage their portfolio. In the developing economy, we don't have that. Um, very soon, we're going to be talking more about an agency that will be doing all of that for you. All right. Um, taking you under our belt, and nurturing you for the real world, and then give you wings to fly. All of that is going to be coming. All right, just let me look at some other possibilities. So I give you one possibility just off the bat there. If the cost is too, high for you, do a JV, a joint venture partnership. All right, where you can, you bring in a partner that has the skill sets to do that research, and you figure out creative ways of getting it done. But what I'm saying to you, if you don't have market intelligence, you really don't have the kind of information to make informed and educated business decision. You need critical market intelligence. All right. So let's move on. I want to look some more at some smart research and strategies that you can use in developing your business. And one of the things that I want to talk to you about here now is that you need to invest in becoming a social media sensation. Yeah, you need to invest in becoming a social media sensation. Build a strong social media presence and a strong pull. Um, one of the reasons I'm saying this because the cost of research is going to be capital intensive. So the next thing that you can do, if you want to avoid the research, is to figure out how to pull an audience base to you. And the pull in becoming a media sensation, it means that you're most likely going to be pulling your specific demographic. And when they come, you can then do your put out your questionnaires to them and get the research analysts to analyze that data that will better inform you to make educated decision in terms of how to build your value proposition to supply, a valuable product or service to your target market. But my advice to you is invest in becoming a social media sensation. And I know that this requires courage, it requires talent, it requires commitment. But I want to show you that once you bring all of this to the table, in relation to your business, your ideas, and your brand, it's about getting visible. It's about putting your brand in front of potential users. And once you do a good job in communicating information to them, you are likely to have impact on conversion. But a good job simply means that, even doing this, I would recommend that you need a subject matter expert to, become a social media sensation. It's not at all time just sitting down and articulating yourself. You have to articulate yourself in a particular way. You have to ensure, even when doing this, you have to ensure that you understand your audience base or have some idea as to who you're going to be targeting. And here's where we talk about the need for advertising copywriter, the need for cultural anthropologists, the need for the psychologists that can really help you to do an excellent job in as a social media sensation. All right, so these are all things at Global Branding and Marketing and Venture Capital Fund, Venture Capital Inc. We have unique programs to really walk you through this process. All right, you can log on to our sister company website, which is www.megamoneygy.com to get more information in terms of what we do. You could navigate shopping, and when you navigate shopping, shopping will take you to some of the portfolios that we have currently to train you in communication and a whole host of other fields. And with that information, you can now get out there and start to build up your social media presence. All right. It's not going to be easy, but I'm going to show you. Over a period of time, you will be able to make impact once you maintain the consistency, once you design a unique value proposition, once you find the most unique way of communicating that information to the public, things can happen. The second strategy that I believe that you can use is to leverage mass media to position your value proposition in the minds of your demographic. Yeah. And just let me give you some ideas that I used to use about 20, 25 years ago. I've spent many years in this field, and I could recall many, many years ago, the way that I started to put myself out there was through television broadcast. I could remember we had Channel 2 at that time. The owner at that time was Godfrey Washington. I think he's still the owner of that television station. So what I did, I approached them and I said, I have an idea for broadcast. And I think I can also remember the name of the program was Communication Through Arts was the name of that program. So I approached them hoping to get some free airtime. It didn't work that way, but we were able to get a very unique cost on broadcasting. So what we did, we went to the field, sell the idea to businesses, and businesses bought into it. So they took an advertising spot on the program. So it did several things. It gave us an opportunity to buy the airtime, and it also allowed us to cash flow. And it allowed us to achieve the marketing objective, which is about communicating information to the public about the value proposition that we had at that time. So it's quite some time we have been in the business field. It's quite some time that we have been, leveraging these systems. And I do believe that these are ways in which you can actually try to build up your media presence and get your value proposition out there. Now, some of the other things that we will do, because in terms of promotion, they have some free publicity outlets. Like for instance, the state media, they would normally have free slots on radio, free slots on television that allows you to talk about yourself and your brand and your ideas. Because the program content creates that accommodation for persons to be able to get themselves out there. So we were able to utilize that, get some visibility with no cost attached to it, zero cost attached to it. And I'm saying to you that you need to get so much skin in the game to put yourself out there, to put your brand out there. This also can be used as a pull, because when you get out there, you become more visible. You're attracting your audience to you, your demographics to you. But remember, you're attracting them, but using these platforms, you still don't know them, even when they come. So when they come, you need to ensure that you can sit them down on a one-on-one basis, have them fill out your questionnaire, and have your analyst analyze the data to extract specific information relevant to the target market needs, wants, and expectation, dreams, hopes, and aspiration, lifestyle, culture, and social class that can now inform you as to how you move your process, your business, your idea, your brand forward. So these are all some of the technical parts of doing business. Starting a business is not just opening shop and getting out there. So a lot of work has to be done, and I would keep emphasizing a lot of successful businesses don't open in the first year. They don't open in the first day. They take a year and a half, 2 years, uh, doing the research, developing their products and their services to reach that market, and then they come out. And when they come out with a clear working knowledge, a clear mental picture as it relates to people needs, wants, and expectations. I know many small businesses may not be able to, do that kind of intensive market research because for you it's about cash flow maximize. So you're going to hustle at the beginning, and I understand that you're going to do the hustle, but we are here to help you do better business. All right, how to scale your business, your idea, your brand with local, regional, and international relevance. Now, the last technique I'm going to give you here today, there's something that we call crossover marketing, and that's how to impact non-demographic, how to impact non-demographic. And let me give you a quick idea as to how this works. One of the things that we talk about in marketing and in doing business is that it's important for you to understand your target market. And we use a number of yardstick to evaluate if this specific target market is yours. So things that we evaluate is culture, lifestyle, social class. Well, the social class will give you some economic realities, and I can tell you this, many persons, simply because of their social class, their economics and standing, automatically disqualified to become your client because you might have a premium brand, a middle premium brand, and if there's such, and they simply can't pay for the product. But in terms of culture and so forth, their culture doesn't bar them from access to critical information. Their lifestyle doesn't bar them from access to critical information. What bars them is their disposable income, which is going to fall under social class. Now, is there a way to cross them over? All right, which we call crossover marketing. Yes, there is. There are things that you can do. And one example, let's take, for example, you're targeting youth population. Youth may not have the disposable income to pay for your master class, but you have a caring government. Perhaps you can negotiate a deal with the government and the government pay for them. So there's where you have perhaps 100 young people and you have the government buy into your idea and you cash flow major amount of monies here. But your plan has to be strategic because in leveraging government fund to provide certain content of information to them, to a target market, I always say this, we're not in business simply to cash flow maximize, we're in business to make impact. So you're going to find out with our training programs, if we're going to be training you in marketing, at the end of that marketing program, you have to understand the practical elements of it. The beauty about the programs that we are offering, when we finish training you, we can put you into either a job or we can put you into your own business. And that is the end result of working with venture capital fund, working with global branding and marketing, working with venture capital Inc. We're not in this game to play. We're in this game to do serious business as it relates to human resource development, as it relates to transforming our economy and transforming the lives of people. So I'm saying to you, these are techniques that you can use. For it to work and for it to have impact, you have to be genuine about your commitment to affect positive change in people's lives. All right. So I trust that today's lesson, you learned a lot from some of the techniques. We talk about the importance, 5 reasons for market research, and you should not avoid market research. It's the foundation of your business. And I have told you also, if you don't have the capital, find an agency, negotiate. You're in business, and if you don't have the skill set to negotiate relationship, to negotiate capital, to negotiate positive, customer response to your brand, you're really not ready for business. You should get out of business if you cannot do these negotiations. Now, if you don't know, I want to encourage you to reach out to us at Venture Capital Fund, Venture Capital Inc., Global Branding and Marketing. We have a team of subject matter experts who are here for you. All right. So I want to encourage you to find us on YouTube. You can type in Venture Capital Fund, Gary Thompson, and I want you to like our program. Once you find the content interesting, I want you to subscribe to our program. You will be the first to get this information that we bring it to you on a daily basis. And I want you to share this information with your friends, all right, within your social circle. What I also want to say is that very soon we are going to be talking much more about our venture capital leg or arm or unit, and we believe that in the early 2021 we will start to do some serious investment with business startup, meaning that we are not only preparing to bring capital to you, but we are prepared to bring all of the other technical support that you need to scale your business, your idea, your brand with local, regional, and international relevance. That means that everything market research, we're going to bring it to you. Everything marketing, we're going to bring it to you. Everything business, design, we're going to bring it to you, because your business needs to have a unique culture. And we talk about this. Your culture must have internal impact and must have external impact. We talked to you about all of that. Look back at my earlier broadcast at Venture Capital Fund, and you will see that we spoke a lot about that. We will bring this entire plethora of management skill set to you to help you grow your business. We're going to help, we're going to go to the market with you and literally help you build relevance across border, across region, across the world. So look out for that. Coming soon. Our mission at Venture Capital Fund, Venture Capital Inc., Global Branding and Marketing, is to position our clients, employees, and strategic partners to understand, create, and leverage passive income cash flow, build multiple streams of income, leverage smart investment strategies in order to build generational and intergenerational wealth. In our programs, you will learn about financial intelligence in the commercial financial sector, financial intelligence in the investment financial sector, financial intelligence in smart capital market, and financial intelligence for sustainable livelihood. Along with this, you will learn that financial intelligence goes beyond your ability to make money and maximize your disposable income, because it addresses the issue of understanding the global financial system and leveraging this intelligence to create good debt cash flow, minimize existing debt financial portfolio while maximizing financial and equity capital gain. The understanding of the commercial financial sector, the investment financial sector, and smart capital market are an important body of knowledge for you to have in the global landscape of financial intelligence. My name is Gary Thompson. I'm a business development consultant by profession. I'm a humanitarian by nature. And I'm the best-selling author for several books, including Manager's Toolkit and Billionaire Growth. Remember, you can log on to the website, www.megamoneygy.com, and you can purchase these books online. All right. You can also subscribe to that website, and you will be getting daily upload of the business and financial content that we continue to bring to you. You can also navigate shopping at the top of that web page. And shopping, the drop down on the shopping will lead you to a number of unique programs that we have designed just for you in business. All right, remember you can also inbox me, and for one-on-one sessions, you can inbox me in the event that you need to get a copy of the book. And Right now, we are doing free consultations. So when you reach out to us, you don't have to think about the cost. All right, we give you free consultation. So what do you have to lose? Absolutely nothing. All right, what you should get rid of is your fear of taking action, taking informed action, and reach out to us today. So be blessed, and we look forward to seeing you on the other side.